I'm tired. My tummy hurts. I have a sty on my eye. But I need to see what's going on in the courtroom with the Adelson family. And there's nobody better to present it than Vinnie Politan. He's not here. He's not here. We're just going to watch one of his videos. That was just one time. It was just one time. I gotta see what's going on here because apparently Donna Adelson claims that she's being attacked in jail. If you don't remember, Donna Adelson is the mastermind behind the wannabe mafia family. Chat, I'm going to attempt to explain as much as I can of the Adelson case in 30 seconds, even though there's so many names. Okay, Donna Adelson is the mother, the matriarch. Her two children that are involved in this are Charlie Adelson and Wendy Adelson, okay? Wendy Adelson was married to a man named Dan Markel, but Wendy and Dan were having issues in their relationship, and it seems like Wendy would lean a lot on her mother, Donna, for advice. But Donna became very controlling, and she hated Dan to the point that she began to orchestrate his murder. So Donna enlisted her son Charlie's, not even girlfriend, like a fling, okay? She was like a fling, to find a hitman to go kill Dan, okay? So Charlie already went to jail for this. He is guilty. He's gone. He hired the hitman. He was around. Boom, boom, boom. Donna thought that she was gonna get away with this, but Dan would still be alive if Donna didn't push Wendy and orchestrated the murder, okay? I mean, it's a long story, but if you are up to date on it, then I know you want to know what Donna Adelson is up to now. This is Donna Adelson when she was trying to flee the country. Her son is already in the courtroom. Everybody else that actually carried out the murder against Dan Markel, they have already gone away. And for some reason, Donna thought even though she was sending those nasty emails, she was straight up plotting Dan's murder via email, okay? And she, for some reason, thought that she was gonna go home. Look at her face like she didn't do anything wrong, like she going on vacation. That's right!
No, I don't want to give it to you. Why do I have to? Why do I have to give it to you? This is evidence. Evidence matters. She's under arrest.
Oh.
Let me help you.
Donna Adelson being arrested where? At the airport. One-way ticket.
Trying to escape.
To somewhere overseas, Vietnam, Dubai. What's going on there, right? That was after Charlie, her son's guilty verdict for helping mastermind the murder.
Her son got a guilty verdict, and she was like, well, time to go to Vietnam. Nothing to see here. She really thought she was leaving. It's insane to me.
Of Donna's ex-son-in-law, Dan Markel, her daughter's ex, in the middle of the custody battle. Well, now Donna Adelson is claiming that she's a victim behind bars. Take a look at some of these allegations. First, there was an alleged sexual attack against Donna Adelson. Happened while Donna was showering. Another inmate ran her hand up her spine from above her buttocks and asked Donna if she liked it. Donna screamed and caused the aggressor to leave the area. Donna Adelson also the victim of an alleged physical attack. I'll try to get that first one out of your mind. The image is out of your mind.
Bro, Benny, he did not.
Standing and facing her bunk bed, another inmate slammed into her from behind, knocking her into the frame of the bed. When Donna asked why, the inmate replied, because you're a bleeping killer. Then there's the Donna Adelson alleged commissary attack. Donna was bent over, brushing her teeth.
Donna!
Another inmate jerked her left arm violently away from the sink and up her back. Another larger inmate came in and said she knew Donna got canteen and was gonna get canteen for her now, too.
Yeah, Donna, that's what happens in jail. Donna, I heard you got canteen. That's mine now. And why don't you go get me a little bit more? I don't know. That's just the way that it works. Like, you don't get to kill people. You don't get to kill your son-in-law. You don't get to kill the father of your grandchildren. Like, and then somebody grabbed my arm and told him to give my chips.
I've seen that in the movies a million times, right? The new one comes in, The other one comes in.
She said, yeah, Donna, give me them
Usually it's
chips.
like at the cafeteria, right? Where they take their dessert. You know, they have some bread pudding or something. You know, I want that. Boom, you have to give it up. So these are serious attacks, right? A sexual attack, physical attack. They're going after her canteen goods. Why is this relevant? What's the importance of it? Well, first, she's getting protective custody now, according to the folks in charge of the jail. But also, she's trying to get out. She's trying to get out on bond before her trial.
Of course.
Mrs. Adelson is a 75-year-old woman.
No risk of harm to the community. Hold on, I read this. Miss Adelson is a 75-year-old woman with physical impediments. No, well, she was about to get on a one-way flight to Vietnam. It looked like she walked on that plane with her own 2 feet. With no prior criminal history and no disciplinary issues during her entire incarceration at the Leon County Detention Center for the past 14 months. There are no allegations that she personally engaged in any conduct herself that resulted in harm to anyone, including Mr. Markel. Well, that's just not true. This is going to be one of the few times I say this to YouTube people. Normally, I would just sit here and recap this case to you. I think there might be 2 or 3 videos on my channel about this. You have to just watch them. You have to sit down and just binge watch the videos on the Adelson family because it is actually one of the craziest cases that I've ever seen. And it's not over yet. We're still in the middle of it. Like the cases that we've been in the middle of for years, Sarah Boone, the Adelson family, like these ones are, because they're just so bizarre. But I mean, it's got mommy issue with a boy that will do anything to, you know, have his mom's favor, and then the favorite daughter, and then the overly manipulative mom that orchestrates a murder, and then the girlfriend that really likes the guy, but he doesn't want to be with her. He just wants to borrow a hitman.
Conduct herself that resulted in any harm to anyone, including Mr. Markel.
No.
Mrs. Adelson has no passport and has been placed on
Not a flight risk. Miss Adelson has no passport and has been placed on a no-flight list and thus cannot schedule a flight. Yeah, she can't schedule a flight legally, okay? She can't do it legally. Donna thinks that she's immune to the rules. Donna thinks that she can skip town when she's in the middle of a murder trial. Donna thinks that she can just find a murderer, a hitman on Hinge or something. You know what I mean? Like, there are no rules to her. So even if she doesn't have a passport, she's still gonna try to do some weird shit, okay? So how you gonna lie in the request for bond?
a no-flight list and thus cannot schedule a flight bound for
She's a
any
rule
domestic
breaker.
or foreign destination. Her husband is 80 years old and would relocate to live with Mrs. Adelson in Tallahassee, Florida, from release through trial.
Okay.
So, what do we think of these attacks? What do we think of the application to get bond? Let's bring back in our think tank Al Wunsch III, Darnell Crossland, Jennifer Brandt.
Okay.
Darnell, is she making some valid arguments here, or does the arrest at the...
Oh, wait, hold on. Is it all think tank? Or, oh, wait, okay, there's some calls.
Donna Adelson trying to get some evidence tossed from the trial.
I bet.
It was a phone call when it was being recorded, and I don't think she knew she was being recorded.
It sounds very Donna Adelson of her.
How many times do we have plans that I really can't and have to cancel? Wendy needs us for this. Wendy needs us to babysit. So we've been really good nannies, and I guess...
Hold on, guys. I know we're watching this video right now. I didn't look into this before, but I just found a website that has all of Donna Adelson's emails on them, because her emails were like part of the craziest thing. Let me just see if I can find one really quick just to give you a reference. Oh my God, the reason this is so crazy is these emails. So I'm gonna read these to you, but I want you to listen in and use your best judgment and tell me, does it sound like Donna Adelson is pulling any strings here, or is she just the mom supporting her daughter through a divorce? First of all, if you're just present, you don't need to send this much in an email. Oh my God. And then at the bottom, sent from my iPad. Girl, this is an email from Donna Adelson, the mother, to her daughter, Wendy, who was having the marital troubles. Donna said, "Hi, honey. Okay, just like it says on your necklace, never, never, never give up. It's time for action. It's time to take control of your life and not let Jibbers is Dan Markel, just think that he's won anything by having you remain in Tallahassee 8 hours away from the only family you have, and to lose out on what will be a job that can afford you and your children the advantages that they will never otherwise be able to enjoy. Let's show this what will make him absolutely miserable. You know his weak points: money, religion, control. You have 5 weeks before your court date. Underline. I know you have a job that keeps you very busy. However, the rest of your life, and consequently Dad's, mine, and yes, even Charlie's, will be affected by how well you can perform/act before July 31st. I'm going to continue to read here in a minute, but like, does this sound like a mom that is passively like sitting back and like, oh, you know, I hope everything goes okay. I need you to perform/act before court on July 31st. Come on, man. She said, you can be a good actress if you want to. I've seen you in action. You need to put on the performance of your life. And also, I don't want to, Jibbers was a derogatory name that Donna called him. I'm going to call him Dan, okay? Dan hasn't beaten the Adelson family yet. You have a very strong family behind you. Just remember that. Dad and I have done everything we could to try to help you for the last 10 months. Now it's time to help yourself. I want you to remember, she's typing this from an iPad. We believe that you will be able to make this happen. If you can put these actions before everything else this month, and you know that you've only something Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. I cannot believe that I'm about to read. Am I going to have to do a whole video reading Donna Adelson's emails? Trigger warning, custody battle. So far, I feel like it is wildly evident that she is taking control of this situation and honestly abusing her power as a mother. And I say that because some people are very loyal to their mother. Some people are so loyal to their parents, even on just a central nervous system level. Even if sometimes you like hate your dad, hate your mom, hate your grandparents, whatever, sometimes you just feel this compelledness to like, yes, let me do that for you. And Donna is really preying on that with her own children. So next, she continues to run the custody battle by saying, plan of action. 1. Take a photo of the boys dressed nicely, standing at the front door or by the sign of the Tallahassee church. Then change your Facebook status photo to this one so everyone will see this. Perhaps a line under the photo with "New beginnings in Tallahassee" might be nice. Within minutes, Dan should see this or will be getting calls from his friends/acquaintances about this. How happy do you think he'll be? Donna, you're not getting away with this. And then, mind you, remember what Donna's complaints are in the jail. 2, make arrangements to get the boys caught up with a private tutor, teenage Catholic church mentor, who will come to the house and teach the young men about Jesus. If you don't have time to arrange for this to happen, I will happily do it for you. She or he will serve as a good babysitter assistant while you're preparing dinner, etc. Smiley face. She literally wrote out the custody battle manipulation, hiring a Christian church member to act as a nanny, putting up a happy photo that will make other family members ask questions. Like, oh my God. Number 3, let Dan know that your children will be baptized in the Catholic Church, and you'll certainly invite him to the event. Let him know that the Catholic Church is a big part of your life now with the boys, and you'd like him to be part of it. As long as he wants you to remain in Tallahassee, the boys will be involved with you in church-related activities and ceremonies. Let him get used to it. I've already checked this out, and a baptism can be arranged within 2 weeks. We can send out invites to Dan, his parents, sister, and anyone else you want to invite. You know what's interesting here? I can't even tell exactly what the manipulation is, but, you know, I'm going to leave the ball in your court, but I'm going to point out a couple things that I noticed really quick. So in this paragraph up here where she's talking about, hating Dan and finding ways to manipulate him, she actually says at one point, you know his weak points: money, religion, and control. So Donna is clearly saying in this top paragraph that religion, for some reason, is a weak point to Dan Markel. I'm not sure how or why, what she means by that. But then here, every single one of these manipulation points is using religion to manipulate the community and to manipulate Dan in some way, shape, or form. I think that's also really disturbing. You guys know I've talked about this before. I was raised in the church. I'm not religious anymore. However, I have respect for religion. I have respect for certain institutions as long as, you know, we're playing nice. Some churches do, some don't. This right here, I think is really, really sickening. She is using God and the church to manipulate a person that she doesn't like. Okay, wait, somebody in chat said that Dan was Jewish. Okay, wait, sorry. Now you guys can tell I was literally just sitting here like rambling because the whole chat is telling me like Dan's Jewish. Okay, so there it is. I also think it's funny here that Donna is using Catholicism, but then she says, I've already checked this out and a baptism can be arranged in 2 weeks. You're arranging a baptism for a child and you don't even care about the baptism, the practices behind anything. You're just like, we can get this done. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe it just keeps getting worse. 4, I'm looking into summer camp programs for the boys. We will pay for it, even if the boys end up going for a few days so that they're in Tallahassee on the days you have them prior to the hearing. Okay, register for toddler classes at church. Wow, she is using the church, summer camp, anything to get as much custody as possible. And then she says, and you cannot tell anyone this is an act. Somehow it will get back to Dan. Take control from him on an iPad. She's on an iPad. Get to him psychologically. He's gonna want you to stop this. You know, it's also crazy to me that Donna, her whole manipulation thing, it's psychological, right? So now she's getting physically confronted in prison and it's upsetting her. Well, Jesus. We send this letter with our love and only the best intentions. Mom and Dad, sent from my iPad. Back to Donna. You feel like are we on the same page? Because I was telling you, this lady was manipulative as hell. And so her acting like, oh no. What's going on? Like, girl, you are just upset that you're not in control anymore. And this bond request is just another form of control.
How many times do we have plans that I really can't and have to cancel? Wendy needs us for this. Wendy needs us to babysit. So we've been really good nannies, and I guess our job is up. Because now the boys are older, they can go out with friends, they can do things on their own.
Yeah, and they know
so
you're
she
crazy.
Doesn't need grandma and grandpa.
No.
Okay, pretty hurtful. I have one son that I don't speak with. I have one son who's close to being dead. And my daughter, whom I love, is doing this. I don't get it. I don't get it.
This call that you're hearing is years after that email that you just read. And my God, guys, that is just one email. Google Donna Adelson emails if you want to see the rest, but that was just one.
I swear to God, our family was cursed. Absolutely cursed.
By you!
I don't know how to take care of it anymore. So.
Can I just say, I love the concept of completely failing as a mother through childhood all the way into your children becoming adults. And then Donna just decides, a curse. It was a curse. We've been cursed. I did all that I could, but somebody has cursed us. I don't know how or why they cursed me, but a curse.
And she had made a call, or her son, Charlie Adelson, had made a call to her. Now, during the course of the call, Charlie got disconnected. And what I believe is that Donna Adelson believed that, okay, the phone call's over. Because you know when you get the call from the jail, they tell you everything's being recorded. But Charlie's disconnected, so at this point she doesn't think she's being recorded, but she is.
Why would you not be being
And we're
recorded,
getting incredible
Donna?
insight and some incriminating statements from Donna Adelson. Take a listen.
If you didn't do anything improper, like, what's your reason for wanting to do trial?
If there was an appeal, would it have to be in Tallahassee, or can you move it?
What is it with her and staying in Tallahassee?
Because I don't understand why they wouldn't let you move the venue. I don't.
He's on trial. He's a prisoner. He's guilty. He doesn't get to decide where you guys go, Donna.
I mean,
he's going to
look,
jail.
I didn't say this to you before I picked up the phone, but there's a lot of things that we have to do, and we've got a very tight time frame. So one of them involves taking care of some things for Roman, taking care of some things through Steinberg. Dad's been on the phone all day, and Susan was nice enough when I called her. She said, I'm going to gather everything up, and I'm going to drive down. So she and Rick got here about, 10 minutes before you called, so that she could work with us, because we got a couple of hours of stuff to take care of for Roman. So working on that, and just a lot. But you're going to be okay. You're going to get out of that stupid room once you.
Okay, hold on. I need you to imagine that throughout your entire life, your mom has always been so annoying. She always needs attention. She's really controlling. She doesn't want to let you do anything. She feels really abandoned when you start to get older and move on. She hates all of your girlfriends. She's always sticking her nose in her life. And she just always wants something from you. And usually you appease her, but you know, like, God, my mom's so annoying. So you go off into like this weird world of like drugs and sex and, you know, being, I don't know, a weird guy. And all you're trying to do is get away from your mom, and you're doing drugs, drinking, whatever. And then your mom calls you and it's like, can you just do mama one last favor? Just one last favor. I need you to find a hitman. Okay. Just do mama the solid and I'll take care of you and just go on. Okay. And you're like, dude, my mom is so annoying. You're like doing some more drugs. You like talk to a couple more chicks. Then you ask one of the chicks like, yo, do you happen to know any hitmen? And then like one of them's like, oh, well, maybe. And she like really, really likes you. So you're like, okay, well, let me know if you have one. So you call your mom back and you're like, okay, all right, like I got what. That's basically like what happened with Charlie Adelson and Donna. They had an incredibly tumultuous relationship the entire time. And for some reason he did this. Now he is sitting in a jail cell where the only person that calls him every day now is his mom. And the only person that says nice things to him is his mom. And she only says nice things to him if he's doing what she tells him to do. This man literally got locked into this crazy cycle with this crazy woman. And now he is sitting in a jail cell because of her, because of his own actions too. I really believe that she's the one that orchestrated all of this. And look what she's saying to him. You're going to be okay. You're going to get out of that stupid room. And once you do, you'll start to feel a little bit better.
You're going to be okay. You're going to get out of that stupid room. Once you do, you'll start to feel a little bit better.
Bro!
I know that. And
he's not
when
even
I have
responding.
something that I do need to tell you, I'll speak to Dan. Okay? So
he's not even responding.
And then I'll let you know what time to call him. Can you hear me, Charlie? You can't hear me again, right? Charlie, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I wonder if it got cut or if he's just like actually not
The
responding.
other thing I don't understand, how my daughter could help me with it.
Wait, let me see the time. 2:57. No, they
Looking
keep
it up
going.
over and over. If things change, if there is extradition from Vietnam, because we've looked at all the places. I mean, I could go to Korea and China, but there's no extradition. But we're looking for.
So you're telling me that the one-way ticket fun summer vacation that Donna Adelson planned was so that she could avoid extradition, and she said it on a recorded jail call? What? Should they let her out on bond?
Maybe she knows about. Maybe she can look up the extradition issue before we waste our
The
time.
extradition issue. The extradition issue. It's not an extradition issue. It's a murder issue. It's a plotting of murder issue. It's a murder issue, Donna. I'm at a loss.
My parents are everything offensive.
I'm at a loss.
My lawyer told us to do that. Okay, but if you mention it to Wendy, is Wendy going to tell? You tell her beforehand. I need to tell you something as an attorney who doesn't talk and has nothing to do with the case. It just has to do with Mom and I and some decisions that we have to make.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know you want to bring her up and show her where everything is.
Who is she talking to? Did she not hang up the iPad?
Plane crash, no one's going to know where anything is or who belongs to what. So I would like her to come upstairs so she could see it. I don't think that's asking too much.
Let's bring in the think tank. Al Wunsch III, Darnell Cross, and Jennifer Brandt. They want to suppress this. It makes her look really bad, number one. And number two, Charlie's no longer on the call. Like the call sort of disconnected from Charlie's end. Jennifer Brandt, I mean, she clearly is trying to flee the country in this part of the call. But she's looking for countries without extradition.
Oh!
The question I have, Vinny, is like, what was going on? Didn't she hang up the phone? I mean, why? She's still talking on and on and on. I mean, she had been on a call with the
We don't
jail
catch
from her
the
son.
smart ones. That's what you have to learn here on Court TV. If they're really smart, there's no trial because they don't get caught.
I'm not gonna lie. That's funny. All right. That's actually a good note to end on. Oh my God. I cannot believe that we're still dealing with the Adelson.